Hello and once again, welcome back to another episode of Leaf School Flight. Today we're going to be talking about power shots and power clears, kind of how to practice them, where to use them, and its application to the game. So now this mechanic is something that's extremely important to pick up because you can use it to get clears from your end to the opposing end, like pretty much instantly, and also lets you put away some really powerful shots. So if we're going to first talk about some power shots, I'm just going to use just the stock free play because then this is a way you can practice it on console and you can practice it on PC. I'm not going to just exclusively use the Rocket League trainer, although there are some great trainer shots for practicing your power shots and stuff. Turn the game a little bit. So the way I like to practice it, and how you do them specifically, are you hit the ball off the bounce. You see how hard that hits the ball? It's all a timing thing, and you can actually watch the little white circle underneath. If you watch the white circle as well as the ball, you hit it pretty much as it bounces, and it gives this insane clear behind the ball. Now this power shot can be done and can be applied in a couple ways for clears, pretty much for really any way you would need to hit the ball hard. I use it for shots a lot. I use it for bounce passes off the walls. I look at that. You're not going to be able to save that if you're sitting in goal. There's no way. If you're able to utilize these bounce shots for these power shots for your clears and for your shots, you'll be able to put away a lot more goals and look really good. So a pretty easy way to do this in free play is just to bounce it up along the wall and just hit it, kind of catch it on the bounce. So that momentum carries over. The reason it hits it so hard is because it's carrying all this momentum from the bounce, and you're also throwing all the momentum from your car. So even if it's a little bit higher off the ground, you're still going to carry a lot of that momentum into the ball. So don't be afraid to go for it off the bounce, even if you don't think you're going to hit it as soon as it bounces. You want to make sure you're timing it right, because there I didn't time it correctly, and I hit it like before it bounced. That was a good one. Literally just doing it, getting used to power clears. Just do it honestly anywhere in the free play. Doesn't even have to be towards anything. Just hitting it along the walls and getting it. Just roll it along the wall like that. Wait for it to come down. That's gonna hit the corner. Yeah. Look at that. Even off those short little bounces like that, it hits the ball really, really hard. So you want to make sure that you're waiting for the ball to bounce, and then you're throwing your car into it with a forward flip / dodge, I guess you can call it either one. Now this is great in ones. There's a couple players that I know that are really good with power shots in ones, and then kind of setting it up themselves. And if you remember the dribbling tutorial or the air dribbling tutorial, they kind of get it on their car, and they get it bouncing themselves. And then they just put a power clear on it. I can't do it as well. I'm not a ones player. It takes a lot of time to set it up, and you just don't really have that much time in threes or twos. And so I just haven't really put as much effort into learning it. But if you're able to pick it up quickly, it's a great tactic for ones. Or if you enjoy playing ones, and being able to hit those power shots, especially in ones, are extremely, extremely important. Let's just go ahead we'll head on over into the aerial training after one more here, and then I'll show you guys how to get power clears, because the aerial trainer is an excellent way to practice your power clears. So I'm going to set that up here, and I will see you all in a quick second. Okay, so we're loaded into the All-Star aerial training, and so instead of going for a shot here in the air, we're just going to wait for it to bounce and get a nice, really high clear on the ball, and really sends it down to that side of the field. So we're doing the same thing here, have it on ball cam, waiting for it to show up, looking at that little white circle at the bottom as well, and waiting for the bounce, and then playing it off the bounce, getting a nasty clear. Look at that. That's pretty much all the way down their side within like 2 seconds. Sets up shots for your team. It's a great way to set up backboard rebounds. I mean, if you're able to clear it off the backboard and you're able to give your team a scoring opportunity from a clear, I mean, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. We're waiting for the bounce. And we're up for the rebound. Obviously, I need to watch the rebounds tutorial once again. Same thing here, just really key to learning this. Like any mechanic, is just practice and doing it a lot. It's kind of a boring mechanic to practice, but it is really satisfying when you get a good clear on a ball. That's a funny way to do the aerial training. Look at that clear though, waiting for the bounce. As soon as the ball bounces, we're hitting that clear, and it's already on the other side of the field. Super high. It puts anyone that's sitting in no man's land to shame, because there's no way that, I'm not even going to go for this ball, but imagine sitting right here in between the contesting and non-contesting mode, and that ball flies up and over your head. Now you're in this difficult situation, and it's all because the opponent learned how to hit those power clears. See, that's impossible to stop. It's up by the ceiling. Unless they're already up for it, there's really no way to save it. So that's it for today's tutorial. We covered the power shots, we covered how to do them, how to practice them, and a little bit more of the precision behind the power shots. It's not as much as hurling your car at it, as much as it is watching the bounce, seeing how high we can put the ball, and seeing how high we wait for the bounce, and then attacking, making sure that we're watching the ball, make sure we're watching the white lines, make sure that we're practicing and we're getting comfortable with hitting these power shots. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you're first time here, hit that subscribe button. I do videos every Monday and Thursday. I stream almost nightly on my Twitch. Definitely go check that out. Thank you guys again for hanging out, and I will see you all next time.